Russia has launched its second Project 677 LADA-class diesel-electric attack submarine named Kronstadt at the St. Petersburg-based Admiralty Shipyards. This comes 13 years after the vessel was laid down. Admiralty Shipyard CEO Alexander Buzakov was quoted as saying during the launch ceremony, "The importance of this event is hard to overestimate. The submarine began to be built in 2005. There have been some pauses in construction work and in financing, but the launch day has come at last. The delay in construction work allowed for using the experience gained in building and operating the submarine, the St. Petersburg. By all parameters, this submarine surpasses its predecessor, Project 636, improved Kilo class. We're certain that the future of non-nuclear submarine force of the Russian Navy should be pinned on Project 677. There will be a large series." In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why Kronstadt, the second LADA-class submarine, will be a major headache for the US and NATO. Project 677 LADA-class diesel-electric attack submarines are designed by the Russian Rubin Design Bureau. These submarines of this class are primarily designed for coastal defense against enemy submarines and surface combatants apart from surveillance and reconnaissance. The Russian Ministry of Defense initially planned to field 3 LADA-class submarines by 2018, but there's been massive delays in the program. The lead ship of the class, named St. Petersburg, was launched in October 2004 and began sea trials in November 2005. The submarine was handed over to the Russian Navy in April of 2010. However, in November of 2011, the Russian Navy decided not to accept the submarine, as it couldn't pass the tests and failed to meet certain requirements. The lead boat was retained as a test vessel and was utilized to perform experiments with various components and subsystems. The construction of the remaining boats of the class was stopped. On the 27th of July 2012, the Russian Navy Commander-in-Chief announced the resumption of the construction of the St. Petersburg-class submarines, having undergone extensive design changes. In 2013 and 2015, 2 further submarines were relaid, the first of which is the Kronstadt, and the second is named Veliky Luki. The LADA class is designed to be smaller than Russia's mainstay diesel-electric attack submarines of Kilo class. Kronstadt has a length of 72 meters and displaces 2,700 tons when submerged. Importantly, Kronstadt uses large-scale automation to reduce crew requirements and increase efficiency. The vessel can move to battle with only 35 personnel manning it. The LADA class currently doesn't have air-independent propulsion, but as per reports, Rubin Design Bureau is working on it and is expected to be developed by 2021. The ship has an inertial navigation system and much improved sensors. It has bow, flank arrays, and towed array sonars. It also has multiple countermeasure suits, including electronic support measure system and radar warning receiver. LADA-class subs have a very low acoustic signature because of a special anti-sonar coating called Molniya lightning. This coating, coupled with the small physical profile, will make them very hard to detect. The vessel can move to depths of 300 meters, has a surface speed of 10 knots, and a submerged speed of 21 knots. Because of this, many military analysts have called the vessel Mini Red October class. Though small in size, the LADA class packs a deadly punch. The submarine is equipped with Automated Combat Control System (LAT). The submarine has 6 533mm 21-inch torpedo tubes. It can accommodate a combination of torpedoes or surface-to-surface missiles totaling to 18. For torpedoes, the vessel will have many options like the Type 65. Type 65 has a range of 50 kilometers at 93 kilometers per hour and 100 kilometers at 56 kilometers per hour. For surface-to-surface missile option, it can accommodate anti-ship or anti-submarine or land attack variant of Caliber missile. The anti-ship and anti-submarine variants have a range of up to 600 kilometers and a speed of Mach 2.9. The land attack variant has a range of 2,500 kilometers and a max speed of Mach 0.8. There are several instances where single lonely wolf submarines have been able to knock down formidable opponents during military exercises. In 2005, as part of a joint exercise, USS Ronald Reagan Carrier Task Force, including multiple anti-submarine escorts, was pitted against HSMS Gotland, a tiny Swedish diesel-powered submarine displacing just 1,600 tons. HSMS Gotland was able to execute several simulated attacks and was never detected by the Carrier Task Force. In March of 2015, an exercise was organized by US and France. In the exercise, French nuclear submarine Saphir, along with a few supporting assets, squared off against USS Theodore Roosevelt Carrier Strike Group. According to the reports, Saphir was able to penetrate the Carrier Strike Group, which consisted of several Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruisers, Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, and a Los Angeles-class nuclear attack submarine, along with the supercarrier. In simulated firing runs, it was able to score torpedo hits on the supercarrier as well as some cruisers and destroyers. In October 2015, a Russian-made Indian Kilo-class submarine, INS Sindhuvahaj S-56, allegedly took out a U.S. Navy Los Angeles-class attack submarine, USS City of Corpus Christi, SSN 705. In a simulated torpedo attack during Exercise Malabar, which is held annually between India, Japan, and the United States. LADA-class submarines bring this kind of challenge to not only U.S. Carrier Task Force, but also to America's nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines. Viewers must note that the nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines of Ohio-class forms the most important part of America's nuclear deterrent, since 14 Ohio-class submarines together carry approximately 50% of the total U.S. active stockpile of strategic thermonuclear warheads deployed through Trident submarine-launched ballistic missiles.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.